In this video, I'm going to be going over some Photoshop layer techniques to address a question that I've had from at least 5 people over the last week. The question is, can Sports Photo Automation automatically replace text in layers that are contained inside of a smart object? And the reason people want to do this is that they want to be able to use a clipping mask for an adjustment layer that is clipped to multiple text layers at the same time. So you see without the clipping mask here, this adjustment layer affects the entire document, but with the clipping mask, it's affecting whatever it's clipped to, which in this case is a smart object that contains multiple text layers. So the answer to this question is twofold. First thing is, no, Sports Photo Automation cannot automatically find text layers and replace text inside of a smart object. But the second part of this question is, you don't need to do it that way. If the whole purpose of the smart object was simply so you can clip the adjustment to multiple text layers, that can be done 2 ways in Photoshop, both of which are cleaner and easier and just better setups than using a smart object for that, because you don't have to open the smart object to access your text layers. Now, there may be other reasons you need a smart object, and I cannot answer for the templates you're using because I really have no idea what's inside the smart object other than the text layers. But if the purpose is just for the purpose of clipping the adjustment to multiple text layers, then no, you don't need a smart object. So to fix the template, you would go to the smart object, right click on that, and hit convert to layers. And you see that that's brought the layers in a group, and it's still working with this because you see that now the adjustment layer is clipped to the group. Now, if we release the clipping mask, we can see that that's now affecting the entire document, but you can clip an adjustment layer to a group. So if you were making your document from scratch, you would have to go in there and select the create clipping mask on that. Now this works, but it's not my preferred method. I like to not use clipping mask when I don't have to, and I don't know, I just don't like the way the adjustment layer is clipped to the group because I like the other method better. So if we put this inside of the group, you can see now there's no longer a clipping mask, but this is still working, and this is only affecting what is inside of the group. Now, if you're just setting up your document from scratch and you don't set the blend mode of your layer or of your group, by default, Photoshop will put that as pass-through. And when we converted the smart object, it set the blend mode to normal for that group because the smart object blend mode was normal, so that's what it made the group when we converted it. But pass-through is the default blend mode when you make a group, and that allows the adjustments to pass through, hence the name pass-through, outside of the group. But if you needed that adjustment to only affect what's in the group, you set your group to normal blend mode, and you can see there's no clipping mask, and this is affecting what's inside the group. You can move this layer around within the group, so now you see it's affecting only the last name but not the first, so whatever's below it, but only what's inside of the group when it's set to normal blend mode. Now, if you're creating your document from scratch, and just run through this process to make the group here. If you select all the layers you need, first name, last name, and adjustment layer, and again, no clipping mask here, and you select new group from layers, then when you make this, of course, you give it a name. You can set your blend mode to normal right here, and then I'll set that blend mode of that group folder to normal. Let's say you forget to do that and you leave it at the default of pass-through. You would then just go to your group folder and set that to normal. And so this is my preferred setup right here. Hopefully this helps out, and hopefully if you get more templates in the future that you're buying that have the text layer set up in smart objects, you'll now know how to fix those templates so they work with Sports Photo Automation. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.